Hey everyone, welcome to the real-world camera comparison between the Google Pixel 2 XL and the Samsung Galaxy S9. Both are well-known flagships with powerful cameras. Let's see which one performs better. Both phones were set on auto mode and 12 megapixel settings, with HDR on auto on the S9 and HDR Plus on the Pixel. Looking at the first picture, we can see the difference in the color accuracy between the two. The Pixel seems to have cooler color tones than the Galaxy S9. They are not perfect in terms of color accuracy, but if I had to choose, Pixel's colors are closer to the reality most of the time. But not always, as you can see in this case. The Pixel 2 XL often exhibits that bluish, greenish kind of tint, which look very unnatural. This is the main gripe I have with Google Pixel's camera. In terms of the HDR, the Pixel is slightly better. If we take a look at the sky area in this photo, there is clearly more information visible. However, at least sometimes I noticed this is in the exchange for slightly elevated level of noise, more obvious if we will go into the crop. Again, slightly more information in the grass area and in the sky preserved in the picture from the Pixel. That said, HDR on both is very good, and you can see that difference is not that big. More visible sunflower in this shot. But once again, the Pixel captured more noise looking through the magnification. Taking a look at some macros, looks like the Pixel captures more color nuances and its strong HDR seems to expose a lot of things that would normally be underexposed. Pixel's picture has more, I would call it, plasticity, to the point that some of you may consider it looking artificial. It depends on what you prefer really. More things are sharp, or should I say in focus, in the S9's image. Probably, partly because of its variable aperture, switching it to f2.4 in daylight. But you can see that the level of detail is very similar. The Google Pixel tends to apply less artificial sharpening, which in my opinion looks better. You may also find that the S9's variable aperture is something sometimes more annoying than useful. For example, when taking macro pictures in the auto mode. Like I said, it tends to shoot in the f2.4 aperture in daytime. In the result, you can see that bokeh is worse than in the Pixel. That said, Huawei P20 Pro destroys both of them in this department, because of the bigger sensor I think. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see the camera comparison with the P20 Pro also. Video quality is similar, even in terms of stabilization. By the way, I apologize for that small jittering in the S9 footage, but be aware that this is the problem with the electronic image stabilization on the S9. I found quite a few posts about this bug on the web. Anyway, the dynamic range is great on both. Level of detail is very close, but the Pixel has less artificial sharpening, which brings out more details in my opinion. Colors are a little bit more natural on the Pixel. Overall, very similar, but I would choose the footage from the Pixel. Audio test 1, 2, 3. Audio test 1, 2, 3. Moving to the performance in low light, once again there is a lot of similarity. The Galaxy S9 has tendency to produce brighter pictures, but often with a price of the more noise. The Pixel 2 XL pictures are darker, but that works better sometimes. And its color richness once again shines in the low light also. Pixel's night mode works in a more black and white manner than the one found in the Galaxy S9. It always brightens us up, increasing the noise a lot. I feel like the results from the S9's night mode are more dependable on the conditions. When it's needed, it boosts the ISO and brightens the image. If there is no need for it, it behaves more subtle. Low light video from the Pixel seem to be a little bit brighter and less processed, which means it has more noise, even color noise. The S9 has noticeable noise reduction and it doesn't allow the footage to be as grainy as in the Pixel. I would pick the S9 as a winner. In short, both have top-notch cameras, and that was a very close match, to the point that it's hard to choose a winner. In this comparison, I think it's heavily dependent on the preference, but I would say the Google Pixel 2 XL was slightly in favor. I should also mention that the Galaxy S9 has a great super slow motion feature and ability to shoot 4K at 60 frames per second. Let me know which one you think is better, because the real winner is up to you. Thank you for watching and see you later.